Alright guys, so this is the cheaper version ng Nord. This is the OnePlus Nord CE 5. And this one has the MediaTek Dimensity 8350. Alamin natin kung sulit nga ba to sa halagang 20,000 pesos after this very quick unboxing.
Guess I never really had the chance to speak my mind. Never thought you would hear it. Oh, and if you run, baby, I will follow every time. I show you what I'm feeling. You got me.
So sobrang bilis lang na unboxing natin kasi wala pong phone case na kasama and wala rin pong charger. So you only have the charging cable and the phone itself. So sa video na to, sasabihin ko sa inyo yung mga nagustuhan ko at mga hindi ko naman gaano nagustuhan dito sa OnePlus Nord CE 5. Simulan natin sa overall design niya. This one just looks really simple and elegant, tulad na lang ng bigger brother niya no OnePlus Nord 5. Makikita niyo yung camera module niya, it doesn't stand out so much. Ganito lang sana yung mga gusto kong camera module na hindi agaw pansin. Although yung overall build niya is not as premium as we'd want to kasi plastic lang yung body niya, pero yung overall feel niya doesn't feel cheap at all. Bukod pa doon, nagustuhan ko rin yung AMOLED display nito, 120Hz na, very fluid, very vibrant yung colors, and of course we get widevine level 1 pagdating sa Netflix. So full HD resolution agad yung makukuha natin out of the box. Smooth sailing overall yung paggamit ko sa display nito. Hindi ako nagkaroon ng any issues lalo na pagdating sa color reproduction. And kapartner ng display yung magandang gaming experience na makukuha nyo on this device. So this one is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 8350. It's basically the MediaTek Dimensity 8300 with a very minor frequency boost. But overall, makukuha nyo pagdating sa Antutu is around 1.4 million points. And that's a really nice performance score para sa isang phone na nasa 20,000 peso price range. And dahil medyo limited yung time ko sa pagtetest, sinagad ko sa isang game yung performance ito. Ilang oras ako naglaro and I played Wuthering Waves na naka-max lahat ng graphical settings. And etong maganda guys, hindi gaanong uminit yung performance ito pagdating sa thermals. And kung umiinit man siya, mabilis ding bumaba yung thermals niya. So nasa around 44 degrees Celsius lang yung highest temperature na nakuha ko on Wuthering Waves at maximum graphical settings. And also makikita nyo, napakabilis talagang bumaba ng temperature niya. Hindi ko man lang mahuli-huli at the max na 44 degrees Celsius. So I am honestly truly impressed sa performance itong OnePlus Nord CE 5. Although pagdating sa frame rates, of course, hindi kayo makakakuha ng solid na 60 FPS palagi sa Wuthering Waves. Siguro nasa around high 40s to 50s pagdating sa FPS ng AAA games. But that's still really good. Napaka-smooth pa rin ang performance niyan, lalo na for a AAA game like Wuthering Waves. Hindi ako nagkaroon ng issue pagdating sa lag or any performance problem dito sa OnePlus Nord CE 5. This can definitely compete with the top gaming phones out there, lalo na yung mga brands like Poco and Infinix. Pero aside from that, hindi talaga yun yung pinakalagustuhan ko about the OnePlus Nord CE 5. It's actually all about the battery on this one. So this one has a huge 7,100 mAh na battery capacity. Although kung makikita nyo dito, nagkaroon tayo ng glitch sa simula. After unboxing this, ang nakalagay sa system niya is 3,000 mAh. And I really thought na, oh my God, ano nangyari dito? But after updating the software, umayos naman at nag-reflect yung totoong battery capacity niya na 7,100 mAh. Solid talaga yung battery life nito. Aabot ng full 2 days as long as casual use lang kayo with some gaming spread all throughout. Pero kung heavy gaming, asahan nyo pa rin na you get a full day on this phone. One of the best talaga pagdating sa battery capacity itong OnePlus Nord CE 5. Panalong-panalo kung battery ang habol nyo. Now, bago natin pag-usapan yung camera, of course, I need to tell you na meron pa tong isang advantage, and that is meron tayong dual SIM card slot, pero yung isa hybrid SIM card slot. That means pwedeng gamitin as a micro SD card slot. That's something that you don't normally see on phones na nasa 20,000 peso price range sa ngayon. So that's a major advantage. Anyway, next up yung camera naman niya. Now this one nilagay natin sa dulo kasi may mga bagay na nagustuhan ako pagdating sa camera niya and meron namang hindi gaanong nagustuhan. And una dyan yung 4K 60 FPS na video recording. Solid kung ang hanap nyo talaga is a video recording phone na nasa 20,000 peso price range. Although overall, yung quality niya won't impress you much, solid pa rin para sa akin lalo na pagdating sa stability. It won't be as good as the Nord 5 pero serviceable na lalo na at this price range. Yung photos naman na makukuha nyo dito is decent to good quality. Depende na lang sa lighting. Hindi siya ganun kabilis mag-snap ng photo. So kung medyo magalaw kayo right after snapping the photo, may chance or may tendency na maging blurry ng konti yung subject nyo. But yung overall quality is sharp enough and decent enough again for the price range. Now of course, pag-usapan na natin yung mga bagay na hindi ko gaano nagustuhan, starting with the camera as well. First off, yung ultra-wide niya, of course, it's not good. Mababa lang po yung quality ng ultra-wide nito. And though yung selfie camera naman niya, mababa lang rin yung resolution. But just to be fair, this is really not a selfie-centric na phone. Pero eto yung quick sample natin ng 1080p 60 fps. Hey guys, so pagdating sa selfie camera nito, meron tayong 1080p 60 fps na video capability. Wala pong 4K, but for me, ayos lang. Hindi naman to selfie-centric na camera phone. Pwede na pagtiyagaan. I mean, yung quality nito, ayan, passable naman, usable. Pwedeng pagtiyagaan if ever magba-vlog man tayo, hindi rin siya gaanong mauga. So, goods na para sa akin itong selfie camera nitong OnePlus Nord CE5. But what do you guys think? Ito rin yung microphone test natin. Let me know in the comment section. Now, there are a few more things na hindi ko gaano nagustuhan sa phone na to. At ang pinaka-aggravating para sa akin, because I have been consistent with this one, na kung ang phone is nasa 15,000 pesos and above, dapat dual speakers na siya, which this is not. So very disappointing para sa akin yon na ipinagkait sa atin yung dual speaker on this device. And finally, yung mga obvious things na hindi ko gaano nagustuhan, of course, wala tayong charger in the box and wala tayong free phone case. And swerte lang yung mga naka-pre-order kasi sila yung makakakuha ng free charger and a free case as well. I'm not sure kung makakakuha pa rin kayo ng freebies na yon unless maging galahante si Digital Walker. And speaking of Digital Walker, available na po to sa Digital Walker stores, sa physical stores nila, and also sa online na ililink ko dyan sa description box. Hopefully, may mga vouchers kayo na makuha para magkaroon ng discount dito sa OnePlus Nord CE5. Now, final thoughts ko on this one, at around 20,000 pesos, I think the biggest advantage ng isang OnePlus na phone over something like Poco or Infinix is yung software niya. And with this one, yung Oxygen OS is really good. Smooth sailing overall. Wala kayong issues sa software nitong OnePlus. This has one of the best Android OS overall. Kayang-kayang tumapat sa mga nothing phones and even sa Samsung. So kung sawa na kayo sa mga Transsion phones or mga Xiaomi phones and Poco phones, this is definitely something that you should consider. Talagang 20,000 pesos, this is a solid option kung gusto nyo ng magandang combination ng hardware and performance with one huge downside lang, at least para sa akin, and that is wala tayong dual speakers dito. But if that's okay with you, again, paalala, lahat po ng links nandiyan na sa description box. And kung nakatulong tong video na to on whether to get the OnePlus Nord CE5, ano na ba yung mag-like, comment, and subscribe na kayo dito sa channel natin. And kung gusto niyo pang manood ng mga videos ko, may mga ililink po ako dyan. Panigurado, magugustuhan niyo yung mga yan. Hanggang sa susunod, ako nga pala ulit si Janus ng Pinoy Techdad. Kita-kita ulit tayo